What's up, guys? The bass Pomp is back. And so it's been like weeks on weeks, I understand that, and even before the last review, before that, it was weeks on weeks. And that's just because there's a lot of things going on. I mean, I just graduated, got my good undergrad stuff going, and now I'm off to grad school, staying at Stanford, of course. And even more than that, I had to move out here to Houston, work for NASA again for the summer. So, like, new year, same shit. So, transitioned now over in the new like bathroom, kind of settled down. So I wanted to go ahead and start giving you guys this review again. And I've actually just been prioritizing a lot of other things. I mean, I'm working more on collabs this summer rather than actual reviews. Mostly because like this is free time. The most time consuming thing is always creating collabs. So I really want to make use of this summer to push out things to you. So I'm actually working with Rustin, Sheer Revival, and Big Slick Pomade Company. 3 different products, hoping to get to you guys like late summer or really early fall. I know it just takes a while to develop products. You guys understand that. But yes, today we'll be looking at Baxter of California clay pomade. So I've actually had this thing sitting around. As you guys can imagine, I actually have way more pomade than I ever can use in my lifetime just sitting around here, and I never really get around to using a lot of them. And this was one of them. But I recently kind of found it again. I was just like, hey, why not? Let's try it out. And it turned out to be quite an amazing product. So I really wanted to take this weekend to just show you guys this thing right here. It's not meant for a regular pompadour. It's definitely meant for like a finger comb loose pompadour. And given the weather and given just where I am at, the finger comb pompadour has become a much more appealing option for me. Just kind of on like time, convenience, and just like overall like aesthetics. So we'll go on to that. We'll be looking at this as like a texturizing clay product, not as a traditional pomade as we usually looked at, but we've looked at texturizing products before, kind of talked about it, so you guys know what I'm talking about, different standards. And we'll go ahead and start though as the same like type of thing as any other review by looking at the jar. So this is the pomade right here. Clay pomade, firm hold, matte finish, Baxter of California. So it comes in the same jar as any of the other Baxter products. Thick glass jar, holds about 2 ounces or so, and black lid, printed on labeling, and ingredients underneath, under the sticky right here. You can see the product through the glass, but opening it up, you definitely see it has like a clay sand-like, really nice off-white cream finish. The consistency is like really like kind of tough, gritty, but real nice, and you can tell it's really waxy. And also, heads up, surprisingly, this is actually a petroleum like based product. It washes out, but this is a petroleum based pomade. And it's really interesting to see these type of companies, especially Baxter, actually come out with a petroleum based product, but you know, with like the market they aim for, their mentality, you always expect the product to wash out. But yeah, that's how it looks. Let's go ahead and start using it. So this pomade, unlike the rest of the Baxter line, has a really different smell. It has like a licorice. Actually no, like the smell, I mean, I would really describe it as like a licorice spice type of smell. It's strange, it's unique, but I mean it works with kind of like the overall feel of their clay pomade. It's nothing like I would like, oh man, I really want that. I love licorice. It's not like that at all. I actually hate licorice. But the scent is actually pretty nice and it fits well. And so when you use this pomade, what you really want to make sure is that your hair is dry. Like all the moisture in your hair is like essentially out. So give yourself like 30 minutes to an hour after a shower, unless you really want to like dry it with a towel real rough and real hard. And that's a big deal because if you kind of leave too much moisture, this product really just goes to waste and it doesn't really give you what you want. And I've had success with this product and failures because of that exact reason. And also, whether you want to finger comb everything or actually come in with a comb and then finger comb it afterwards, like either method works with this pomade. And so, scooping it out, like you definitely notice right away that this one's different from the other Baxter pomades. I said before, it's petroleum based, which is really interesting, and you definitely notice something different. It's slightly more greasy, but it's nothing that's really exceptionally discomforting, you know? As you put it in your hand, it comes in as kind of like a thick paste, but once you start agitating it, it gets pretty like smooth and stuff. You can actually really feel some sort of grittiness within the product, really like fine sort of like clay or sand, whatever you want to call it, but there is like a grittiness to it and a waxiness to it. The reason why this product has been exceptionally good is that like it has good hold, and also it gives you like good texture too, like a balance. I mean, you don't want super crazy insane texture like from a product, as we've seen a few of them from like V76, Billy Jealousy. I mean, fibers are also like a texturizing product to some extent, depending on who made it, what their purpose was. But you want texture, but not too much. Some products like the V76 just give insane texture, and like your hairs literally don't stick together. And then with fine hair like this, it just spreads out, turns into a bowl cut basically. And what I'm looking for in like the ideal like clay pomade or clay texturizing like hair product, what I want is something that gives me enough separation like to be aesthetic and stuff like that, but I don't want hair to hair separation. I still want things to like kind of clump up and like stay together. I want the general form, the general shape. I don't want to lose it all. And also with some like rowdy sides, like I've had a lot of problems with my sides lately with any sort of product in terms of like getting it down, getting it out of the way. But the way like clay pomade, this one provides hold, it really gets it out of the way, like slick back completely. And so like despite the grittiness and stuff, application is actually really easy. You really want to make sure you get this product everywhere underneath where you can really get that volume, because with this product you can actually get a lot of volume if you're willing to be kind of like more aggressive during the application process. But like trust me, you can get a serious full pump with this pomade. You just gotta put in the work for it, and you just have to also understand that this is like meant for like a loose pompadour, so that nice like tall pump you get, if you can get it, is not gonna last all day. So I'm just gonna come in with one more scoop, and then I will call it done after that. And then for today, I'll go ahead and try like combing it off my hands, like doing everything by hand. We'll see how that works. If it doesn't, then I'll go ahead and come in for comb and adjust and adapt from there. You kind of tell right now, like it's getting like a little harder to like really move my hands through my hair and stuff like that. You just kind of feel a little bit of like settling of the product. It doesn't really harden up, of course. It's not like a water-based pomade, but you do get like a settling effect. And that will be to your advantage as long as you move quickly and also get things into place. Alright, so with like the product in my hair, go ahead and start by, of course, kind of slicking everything back with my fingers, making sure the product's all evenly distributed. So I actually just decided right now that I just lied. I am going to use a comb, most definitely. So I use the comb to go ahead and slick back the sides, get that like back and out of the way. And then I'm really just going to use it to kind of start not really forming a part, but sweeping this hair back in this direction. Doing the same with the other side. And then I'm going to form like a sloppy ass like pomp with it, just really to get the hair to kind of settle with that forward motion. And kind of see what kind of height that my hair is going to allow me to get today. Like despite being like a nice, like kind of on the heavy side, like clay product, it's still really easy to work with, and that's something I really admire from this pomade. Like it kind of, I would say it kind of dries out your hair later in the day, which is something I really don't like, but for the most part, it's really malleable and it works really well. And I guess one of the main differences is just the fact that it is petroleum based rather than whatever else like many of the other water based pomades have chosen for their clay pomade or their fiber texturizing product. So we're getting like a nice like fluffy pomp right now. It's not the cleanest in the world, of course, we expect that, but what we're trying to do is just kind of train the hair into like the pomp just for today. Use my hands to just pat everything down the sides, get that real nice and slick back. And in all honesty, like I can't keep this right now. Like if I really wanted this, I can keep it. But because I know that this product isn't gonna like stay this way the whole day. I mean, it's not meant for like a gel, like harden up, no movement during the day. So I'm gonna purposely put it in like the finger comb marks, kind of the messiness. Like that builds like a firmer foundation for the hair to kind of stay, and just kind of puts in the like kind of like the looseness that like I really wanted. Like out of all the products I've used, I've not been able to like kind of shape with the hands as easily as with like this product. And it actually can barely see, so I need to get my glasses back on. Because luckily my sides are put back, so I should be able to kind of mess with that and see from there. And everything looks like really nice right now. I mean, we got like basically a pomp going, no part. And overall everything is like really, really clean and beautiful. Like I have not been able to like do this with any other of the clay pomades just because this is the only one that's really provided enough hold and stuff. And I'm actually really surprised, and I've really fallen in love with this product. It has its downsides, of course, and especially in this weather in Houston, though I didn't expect it, like the petroleum, it really gives way and it becomes really weird during the day. But go ahead, go throughout the whole day now. I'll come back in a few hours to talk about the product then, get the final results of this pomade. But yeah, see you guys in a few hours. Alright, what up guys? So I'm back now, kind of went a few hours into the day. Actually wasn't able to test it outdoors much. It was mostly an indoor like kind of activity today. And so let's go ahead and go on from there, because I mean I have tested this many days out like outdoors now at work and in like the Houston like climate. So as you can see, things are actually still beautiful. I mean, I did restyle it and I easily can. I can still comb through it, I can still finger comb through it. It's really easy. And this is with a day that's spent mostly indoors. So like the pomade is honestly almost the same as like when it first started, which is really good. However, when I used it in the past during sunny days, the petroleum like kind of melts. But the most like significant thing actually is that like as this product kind of evaporates or kind of goes away, it doesn't get soft, you know, like kind of leaves your hair with like a dry type of texture. I mean, that really lends towards like the matte appearance and also like the great styling characteristics of this product. Amazing styling characteristics, but it is annoying to kind of like go throughout the day and want to hand comb it and actually get into this kind of like, I don't want to say sticky, but this like dry, grippy mess that's actually like kind of discomforting to work with. And so that is an issue. Like what I would prefer is that there's like some sort of clay pomades that gives the same performance, but instead of being all dry and grippy, it's a kind of like soft and stuff like that. I would much prefer that. So kind of like if this could be the same except with like kind of like the feel of like Crystal Lake Sheer Revival, because I think it's just nice, soft, and really kind of makes your hair really feel healthy. Other than that, like, I mean, the appearance, like the aesthetics of like this product is absolutely like top notch. We have not seen a clay pomade or any sort of texturizing product as good as this one, no doubt. So I mean, without a doubt, it receives my seal of approval. It's a great product. I mean, definitely has some like improvements to be made, or improvements that can be made from other new companies and stuff like that. We didn't expect that to happen, but like standalone, this is a product I can use every day. This product I can use for almost any sort of scenario and in almost every like climate. It would also work well in a cold climate. Like there ain't no issues with that. And so yeah, overall, like Baxter, California, where did I put it? Whatever. Baxter, California clay pomade is a fantastic product. And so we should now look forward onto creating an even better clay pomade. I mean, that's the reason why I even look at these products. But yes, so this has been a review for Baxter, California clay pomade, a good texturizing petroleum-based butt washing out product. And so to go ahead review, really good hold. I mean, exceptionally the best hold we've seen out of any sort of clay pomade. Slickness, I mean, that's not a concern for texturizing products. What we look at is actual texture. And the texture it gives us is actually also the best we've seen yet. The consistency of the product is a little thick, but once you break it down, it gets really buttery. Application's really easy. It can get grippy in some sort of like cases and stuff in situations, but not much of an issue. The scent is like a licorice type of deal, and overall the endurance is good. But in like hot weather, it still can be improved. It really, when it dries and when it evaporates, it really leaves your hair feeling a little grippy, dry, and like a little unhealthy. The shine is obviously matte. Also, restylability is really easy. If you have like an indoor day, comb, hand still works overall. And also rinsing it out, really easy. Just use some shampoo, petroleum based, doesn't really matter. Baxter took care of it. You can wash it out. But yeah, so Baxter, California clay pomade. See you guys maybe next weekend, depending on schedule, what I get online. But yes, so take care, guys, and thank you, Base Pomp.